It is the desire of every candidate to ace an interview, and that is why today we'll be discussing some of the 3 magic words that will come in handy to help you ace your next interview. As usual, my name is Mary, and I'm glad to be joined by Noella, who is both an interview coach and a career advisor. Thank you, Noella, for joining in.
Thank you for inviting me for this.
Yes. As I've started by mentioning, every candidate wants to ace an interview.
Yeah.
Before we look at some of the magical words, I know you have quite a number as a coach that you can be able to share with us. Why are interviews nerve-wracking generally?
Interviews can be very nerve-wracking generally, Mary. We all know that. Yeah, so because in this case you're struggling with a lot of things at the same time. You're struggling with the desire to make a positive impression to your employer, your potential employer. So you're struggling with that. You're also struggling with the uncertainty of the outcome. Remember, the stakes are high. There is that need to persuade your employer that you're the right candidate. And then lastly, you're also struggling with the pressure to perform well. There are a number of candidates who have applied for this role and have been shortlisted. So you need to ensure that you effectively communicate why you are the right candidate for this role and come out as the top candidate.
Yeah. And the interviewers are really evaluating you based on that. So there is a lot of judgment that is taking place compared to other candidates as well.
Yeah.
Interesting. From your experience as a coach, share with us those 3 magic words for acing an interview.
Yeah. I know many people have their own magic word. There's so many, but the 3 I would share, the 3 I would talk about, number 1 is examples, number 2 initiative, number 3 experiences. Now when I say examples, I'm sure you're wondering what I mean. And here, this is the tip. You need to use relevant examples for the questions that you've been asked. Use an example of a time. For example, if this is a customer service role and you've been asked about how to deal with difficult customers, give an example of a time when you dealt with a difficult customer and how it was a successful engagement with that customer. Then now when I talk about experiences, I mean, explain how your 5 years of working experience in customer service or your 10 years of working experience have equipped you with the relevant skills and the right experience to deal with client engagement. Yeah. And then lastly, initiative. How have you gone above and beyond? Just from your responsibilities, your day-to-day responsibilities, how have you gone above and beyond? Yeah.
Like maybe through your effort, you are able to introduce new client relationship processes,
new strategies,
systems.
Yeah.
Interesting. Now through this, the interviewer is able to see the candidate as a more better fit for the role. Interesting. In case there is someone watching this video and this is an area that they struggle with, what's your advice to them?
Okay. Now, I would advise you when you're preparing for any interviews, because interviews need preparation. Number 1, you can do a mock. Prepare for the commonly asked questions. Do a mock with a peer or a family member, whereby they can be asking you questions and you respond to them. And then after that mock, they can assess your interviewing skills and rate your skills maybe on a scale of 1 to 10 so that you can identify the gaps and work on them. Another tip is to do research on the company that you're interviewing with. So if it's their mission, their values, their vision, get to understand that. Then the industry and the industry trends. To which industry does this company fall under and what are the industry trends? Because sometimes you can be asked a question with regards to that, and if you're blank, then that's a red flag. Yeah. And then lastly, it's your CV. You need to master the contents of your CV and get to understand how does your CV align with the job description so that you're able to respond to the questions effectively. Yeah.
Interesting. Thank you so much. I believe someone watching this video has been able to pick out on the highlights, especially on the 3 magic words. Thank you for sharing with us.
I'm glad to be of help, Mary.
Great. Indeed, interviews can be quite nerve-wracking, and the beauty of acing an interview is mastering the 3 magic words that we have just highlighted in this video. And as Noella has mentioned, in case you are still struggling with mastering the concept, we encourage you to reach out to us because we do prepare candidates for upcoming interviews or even for future interviews, so that you also get to understand it from the perspective of the coach. Which areas do you struggle with that needs to be worked on for your upcoming interview? Thank you for watching this video, and see you in the next one.